Let's do Sagittarius. Sag, sun, moon, or ascendant. I'm going to talk right about you. I think Sagittarius are genuinely kind, friendly, easygoing, on the shy side, strangely. Yeah, just a little bit on the shy side, or maybe a little bit inconfident. I think that stay close in small circles. I think they, if they're in relationships, that's the most important thing to them is that relationship. If they have children and family, again, the most important to them is their immediate family around them. Sagittarius can be really loyal for like their whole life, or they can be the opposite. You know, of all the signs that are the worst signs, the Sagittarius in reverse and the Capricorn in reverse, probably the worst, right? But when they're upright, they're good, they're loving, but they can, you know, their horse, that Centaura energy can give us sort of a raw animalistic energy. So, you know, they would be sexual, and so if they're in reverse, they could be off. There's another sign that would definitely be in the files. If it's in reverse, all right? So I think that Sagittarius people are usually somewhat of a muse or involved in muse. Right on. So they would be inspiring to others. They have good ideas. They're helpful. They're playful. They like music. They like dance. They like rhythm. They like art. They like creating. They are involved kind of people. They might be carpenters even. You know, they love to create beautiful things. And I think they create a beautiful home for the most part, probably unique and artsy. Often we find a lot of the Sagittarians are the hippies, you know, the hippie energy and a little more boho vibe, you know, that type of clothing or that type of energy in general. Lots of colors, not so much black and white, right? Some of the best conversations, Sagittarius can be really good conversing on subjects of philosophy, of religion, of history, you know. I think they have unique opinions and fairy-like, playful-like hearts, right? I like Sagittarius. Do you? Talking about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for the month of March. Let's see what we got for you, wonderful people. Sagittarius, I think you're going to attract some air signs that are going to really speed some things up in your life. In some ways, you like that sassy, saucy, sarcastic type of maybe even a Gemini, right? I think Sagittarius likes the little bit of that bartering energy of playfulness, and I think that you like a kind of if you're a man, I think you like a sassy woman. And if you're a woman, or if you are gay, whatever, you get my point. Gemini would be hard to pin down, hard to know what they're thinking, and they're not always sure what they're thinking. I do see the possibility of a Gemini. I don't know where that came from. And maybe Gemini or Aquarius, a little bit queer, a little bit off. I also see, though, Sagittarius, you may also attract somebody else who's very watery. So I'm not seeing the right people around you. So you're going to be feeling a little bit off, or as if you are missing a step. Maybe it's a dance and you're kind of missing the step. Not in rhythm with these. This is not your natural flow. I think it's a good dance for you, Sagittarian. I do think that you're going to learn some unique lessons about commitment. I think you're going to be dealing with some issues of your home where it's not, maybe it needs to be decluttered, maybe it needs to be reorganized, maybe you just moved and everything's everywhere. What I know is there needs to be a rhythm found, and you haven't got that rhythm in your home, or it's become disarrayed in some way. I think Mercury retrograde is going to help you get to that and fix it up. I think the water sign that comes into your life, maybe it's a mother, maybe it's a motherly, maybe it's not really a water sign, but it could be, and that would be a Pisces Scorpio or Cancer, very motherly, very kind. There could be something that comes up about her, and maybe you're going to have to put some energy, Sagittarius, into helping your mom in some way, or in some kind of weird way like that. Or you as a mom are going to have to put yourself in a situation to help someone figure something out or to learn something. So I'm being told to tell Sagittarians to give your vehicle a tune-up. You could be some issue, or if you're planning a trip, there could be something that comes up unexpected. Again, Mercury retrograde. So it could be a car, could be a trip, it could be something like that, but it does look like it may require some money. So put some aside for that, speaking of money. Looks like you got just about what you need, but you know what they say sometimes, we're house poor, family poor. I mean, we just got enough. So there's going to be some efforts that are going to have to go out in order to be more selective about where your expenses are going. It's kind of tipped. Some scales have been tipped, and now you're trying to get everything back the way it was. I think this has been stressing you out, though. Maybe you're not sleeping very well. I am being told to tell you to maybe do some meditation. You know, maybe really seriously take some time out and just sit with yourself, sit with the sun, sit with your back against a tree. I think the stresses that you may be feeling need grounding. So, but stick with the journey. Stick with the journey just the same. Stick with the journey, but take that time out once in a while. You may have so much going on around you that you need it. And maybe the time out is a counselor. Maybe you need to speak to someone once in a while, just to sort of get the edge off of your soul, you know. Some of you older Sagittarians, I am seeing some problems on your physical level. It will require you to take some time to look at yourself if you want to fix it. You may have to walk away from something as simple as smoking. First, okay, let's talk about their love affair before we say goodbye. I think the single ones are having fun being single. In and out of fun opportunities, all kinds of different people, maybe in and out of your life. That's okay if that's what's going on there, Sag. You're single, why the hell not? But there might even be some of you that are tossing the thoughts of two different people back and forth in your mind. And those of you that are married or involved or planning a marriage, because it could be you're planning a marriage with this kind of energy here, it looks like lots of really good conversations in your marriage, in your wedding, in your whatever it is you're doing there. Those of you that are in long-term relationships, you might be going, maybe you're a little bit bored and you need to spice things up. Have that conversation. That should be a good one. Have the conversation. Maybe you need to open up the marriage a little bit. Why the hell not? I mean, why not? If that's what's going on. But there's many of you that don't need that, in like small circles, and just stay within your realm. And so yeah, those of you that are single, though, you're going to have some fun. I do see opportunities, though. Remember I said the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini may come in. You may find a very sassy partner, very sassy, and like it, and you'll like it. So let me see here. How's your overall health? I think it's pretty good, but stress is a big thing. And then that may cause tummy problems, colon problems, those kinds of things. And then you're going to have to eat better. All right, Sag?